Football was my only means of escape because I remember when I was 15, I actually ran away from home. My name is AYISAT YUSUF, an Super Falcon International, and at the moment I'm a football coach and also the founder of Sea Football Initiative and AYISAT YUSUF Football Academy.
Tell us about
let me just summarize it. Sea Football Initiative is all about supporting girl child and empower women, and it's a kind of a grassroots that was started like 7 years ago, and this year edition is going to be the 8th edition. We have leveraged from there to have an academy now.
My name is Lawal Basirat Adeyemi. I'm from AYISAT YUSUF Academy Football.
My name is Omolara Odebode, captain for AYISAT YUSUF Football Academy.
And it's all about, like I rightly said, motivating young generations and making them to have and believe in themselves, in their ability, and also for them to be able to prepare and understand that in life you can do whatever you want to do as long as you have passion for it and you do it with willingness and resilience, and at the same time keep your focus intact. And so basically, Sea Football is all about supporting girl child and also try to use football as a tool for inclusion in sports. The foundation actually is, if I have to be honest, it's a reflection of my life because during my playing time, back in those days, there's no support for girl child. My story is kind of different from other colleagues of mine. I'm talking about Messi Akide, Kikelomo Ajayi, Nkakuda Isi, Perpetua and Kocha and all of that. Because for me, as a person, I came from a Muslim background, and for me then it was like a taboo, like I'm not allowed to play football as a girl child because my dad was an imam. So it was really difficult and challenging. I faced a lot of obstacles, restrictions and barriers. But at some point, because it's something that I love to do. And personally, I don't learn football. I was just lucky being gifted. But at the same time, when I made it to my first World Cup in Canada, the story changed from grass to grace. And that was when I got support from my family. And at that time, they have no choice because they are kind of proud of me. So, and then I was like, obviously, I wouldn't want anyone to go through what I went through because it was not a really good experience. But luckily for me, football was my only means of escape because I remember when I was 15, I actually ran away from home. But when I started playing the World Cup, and I played for like 13 years in the national team, and after the Olympics in Belgium, I kind of call it off. I retired from playing, but not retired from sport itself. And then again, because of the passion I have for football and the support I have for girl child, try to promote more of equality in sports. So I decided to reflect back and try to feel like how can I give back to the community that made me who I am, which is Nigeria and Lagos State, to be precise. So I kind of launched the foundation, AYISAT YUSUF Foundation, just to promote and get more girls involved in sport. So from AYISAT YUSUF Foundation, and that was when Sea Football actually came out. And now we've leveraged to an academy, which is like even more serious because I want these guys to believe in themselves and to trust in their ability that if you play football as a girl child, you can obviously become who you want to be. As long as you keep your focus intact, you are very consistent, you are very determined, and at the same time be respectful. And when you get to the top, you have to be humble and loyal because humility for me is a key word. Yeah, I think the 8th edition, I would say it's even more, it's going to be more interactive, the tournament is going to be more competitive. And that was why I actually tried to, make some contact and connections and networking as well. Last year I brought a colleague of mine, which we had a collaboration from Denmark. Her name is Kalida Poba. She's the founder of Girl Power. And why I actually did this is because I want the Europeans to see that in Africa we have talent, we have what it takes. The only thing that is missing is the opportunity and the support, and for them to trust me. So I have to okay, if I'm doing something over there and I could, make impact in European countries, why not my country? And how will I do this to get my players and the girls in Nigeria to get connected? Is to bring these Europeans down here to see that in Nigeria we are blessed with a lot of talent. And they could see that, of course, sometimes because when they make some documentaries, sorry to say, people just post the narrative of Africans are poor or we are suffering. It's not like that. So we have to let them understand the perspective and understand the narrative that African countries are not poor. We have talent. Only what we need is support and encouragement. And this year I also got involved a friend of mine, which is a top referee. Her name is Alex. She came from Austria and she's a FIFA referee. We had a discussion in Amsterdam in a couple of months, about 3 months ago, and I told her about my academy and this Sea Football Initiative. So she was keen to come. And we just have a discussion, and I tried to get the visa for her. Like, hey, come to Africa. And funny enough, she has never been in Africa before. And here she is today in Nigeria. And already she's like feeling amazed, like, oh, this is a very wonderful country. I think we have to do something more. And then this is why I feel like it's a way to also help this girl to travel abroad. Because obviously I've lived abroad for almost 20 years of my life. I've seen, when you compare and contrast African and European, there's no, the gap is huge. And how do we bridge this gap is to do all this kind of, promotional and support and just let the tournament be seen and bring these Europeans down to our country to see that, hey, we can do something even more better if we can get support. So I want to urge everyone in Nigeria, most especially people that are into the football itself, from the elites to the grassroots, that we should also support people that need help. Because it's also good that when you get help and support, you can get to your destination as fast as possible. So basically, Chief Football Initiative is all about leveraging support and also making impact in the community and society, because we have to set the legacy.
Thank you very much. Is it your name again?
I'm AYISAT YUSUF, and Super Falcon International, and thank you for having me.